Hey everyone, welcome to the Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Today we're really digging into something fascinating. It's an ancient text called The Generations of Adam, from creation to Noah.
Mm-hmm.
Our mission really is to pull out the key details, maybe some surprising insights from this, foundational narrative. Give you a quick way into understanding this really early family tree.
Yeah, and this source, it's essentially a kind of historical record, right?
Yeah.
A very specific one. It's a genealogy, tracing generations right from the very beginning as it's described.
Okay.
And what's really fascinating, I think, isn't just the names and the numbers.
Although the numbers are pretty wild.
Oh, they are.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also the patterns you see, these strong patterns, and then, crucially, a few really striking departures from those patterns.
Exactly. And like you said, some of these numbers, you're about to hear some things that might just make your jaw drop.
Definitely.
So, okay, let's unpack this right from the start. To really get this lineage, we have to look at the beginning. The text sets the scene, and it opens with, "In the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made he him. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam in the day when they were created."
Yeah.
Now that line, that makes you pause, right? Called their name Adam. So Adam isn't just like one guy here.
Absolutely not. That detail, it immediately broadens how we should understand Adam in this context.
Okay.
It's not solely a singular male figure. It kind of encompasses humanity, male and female, right at creation.
Mm-hmm.
This idea of a shared identity from the very start, it's powerful.
Right, it's like a collective term almost.
Exactly. It defines humanity as a collective from its first breath, really. It's a theme sometimes overlooked if you're just reading it casually.
That really does shift how you think about it from the get-go. Okay, so then the lineage proper starts, and it begins pretty remarkably with Adam begetting Seth.
Mm-hmm.
And the text says Adam lived an astonishing 130 years before Seth was even born.
130 years.
Yeah. And then after Seth, Adam lived another, 800 years, begetting more sons and daughters.
Right. Still having children for centuries.
So all told, his total lifespan was 930 years before he died.
930.
That's our first real glimpse into these just, mind-boggling lifespans.
It really sets the stage, doesn't it?
It does. And as we follow this thread, through humanity's earliest chapters here, this pattern starts to emerge. It's breathtaking, really. Hints at a very different kind of ancient world.
Oh, definitely. You see this theme of extraordinary longevity just continuing right down the line.
Like with Seth.
Yeah, Seth, for instance. Yeah. He lived 105 years before begetting Enos.
Okay.
Then lived other 807 years, also begetting sons and daughters. Total, 912 years.
912. Almost as long as Adam.
Mm-hmm. And his son Enos lived 905 years.
Wow.
And it keeps going.
Yeah.
Enos begat Cainan after 90 years, lived another 815 after that, total 905.
Okay, so the pattern is strong.
Very strong. Cainan lived 70 years, begat Mahalaleel, lived 840 more years, total 910.
Goodness.
Mahalaleel lived 65 years, begat Jared, lived another 830, total 895. Slightly shorter, but still.
Almost 900 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then Jared lived 162 years, begat Enoch, lived 800 more years after that, totaling 962 years.
962. That's even longer than Adam.
It is.
Yeah.
This consistency is one of the most remarkable features of the text. It's not just a few outliers. It's generation after generation.
So we're not just talking about a few long-lived individuals. It's like systemic for humanity then.
That's how the text presents it, yes.
And that consistent mention, begetting sons and daughters, beyond just the first-name child, it paints a picture of these huge multi-generational families all living at the same time for centuries.
Imagine the knowledge transfer.
Right. What kind of wisdom, what traditions would build up in societies like that? It makes you wonder. But you mentioned surprising departures earlier.
Ah, yes.
So after establishing this almost unbelievable pattern of long life, is Enoch where things change? Is he the first real curveball?
He absolutely is. Enoch is the pivotal anomaly here, the break in the pattern.
Okay, so what makes his story so different?
Well, the text says he lived 65 years and begat Methuselah. So far, so standard, right?
Right, follows the formula.
But then the account shifts dramatically, it says. And Enoch walked with God after he begat Methuselah 300 years and begat sons and daughters.
Okay, still sounds somewhat similar.
But then it adds, and all the days of Enoch were 365 years.
Wait, 365? That's much shorter than everyone else.
Exactly. Way shorter. And then the key line. And Enoch walked with God,
Hmm.
and he was not, for God took it.
He was not, for God took him. Whoa, that's completely different. Every single entry before this explicitly says, and he died.
Yeah. Precisely. It's a profound contrast. His lifespan is shorter, and his ending isn't death as described for the others. It fundamentally breaks that established pattern.
So it's like a divine intervention. Something unique happened to him.
That's what the text strongly implies. It signals something completely different within this record that's otherwise focused on, birth, life, begetting children, and dying.
It's the moment the sort of tabular data, the list, really deviates. It highlights Enoch's unique status.
Exactly, his unique relationship within this narrative.
Okay, wow. So from Enoch, this unique figure, the lineage then continues to his son, Methuselah.
Right.
And Methuselah ends up being a record breaker himself, but in the other direction.
He certainly does. Talk about longevity. Methuselah lived an impressive 187 years before he begat Lamech.
187.
And then he continued for another 782 years, also begetting sons and daughters.
So his total
days, 969 years.
969. That's the longest one in the whole list, right?
That's the record holder in this text, yes. It really cements him as this figure of just extreme old age.
Incredible. And Lamech, Methuselah's son, he introduces another really poignant detail, doesn't he? Something different again.
He does. It's not about his lifespan being unusual, although 777 years is still a mess.
That's 77, yeah.
But it's about when his son Noah was born. Lamech names him with this very specific, almost prophetic statement.
Ah, right. What did he say?
He said, "This same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands, because of the ground which the Lord hath cursed."
Comfort us because of the ground which the Lord hath cursed.
Yeah. It's one of the very rare times in this genealogy where a reason for a name is given.
Ah, interesting.
And it directly weaves the lineage into this bigger story, this broader narrative about humanity's struggles, the toil, the condition of the earth at that time.
That adds such a human layer, doesn't it? It connects these almost abstractly long lives directly to the challenges people were facing.
Yeah.
It makes it more relatable somehow.
It really does. It grounds the genealogy in a lived reality, even amidst these extraordinary numbers.
And Lamech himself, you said, lived another 595 years after Noah was born, totaling 777 before he died.
Correct. 777.
Okay. So where does this particular deep dive end?
Well, this specific section of the text, this lineage, concludes with Noah.
Right.
It simply states, "And Noah was 500 years old, and Noah begat Shem, Ham, and Japheth."
500 when he had his sons. Still incredibly old by our standards.
Oh, absolutely. And this is a really significant point in the text because the lineage culminates here with Noah's sons. In the broader narrative, of course, they are the ones who will continue humanity after the flood.
So we've traced this direct line then from Adam, and remembering that initial collective sense of Adam through all these generations of incredibly long-lived people right up to Noah and his 3 sons.
That's the core of this section.
It really is a snapshot, isn't it? Humanity's earliest documented family tree, packed with these striking patterns, that one unique exception with Enoch, and this powerful sense of meaning tied even to the names given.
It really is. And this deep dive, I think it highlights how these ancient texts, even something that looks like just a list of names and numbers.
Yeah, like a spreadsheet almost.
Kind of. But it can be packed with profound insights. That consistency of the patterns dramatically interrupted by those very specific details like Enoch's fate or Lamech's naming pronouncement.
Right.
That's what makes this source material so compelling, so rich for exploration. It's definitely more than just a list. It feels like a carefully structured foundational narrative.
Absolutely. So for you, our listener, here's something to think about. What do you imagine daily life was really like in a world where generations overlapped for centuries like that?
Good question.
How would that kind of extreme longevity shape everything? Knowledge transfer, like you said, but also traditions, family structures, the whole fabric of society.
It really makes you rethink humanity's earliest steps, doesn't it?
It does. Definitely something to ponder long after our deep dive ends today.